The other door is bogged up, and this door's in really good shape. That's all the dings that I could see, so I'm going to chuck some all-you-need on and go from there. I reckon I nailed this one in one go. I think I got about three coats on this, and it just looks extremely straight, so I reckon I just got to do a final sand on this one, and yeah, it's good to have the paint put on. Nice and easy one, this one. Wish they were all like that. Well, I absolutely killed it today. I got the door painted. So I did all that body filler, the all you need, and got the paint on all in one day. Because the all you need only takes 1 to 2 hours to dry. So I can do really quick turnaround times. Just got the bolts painted. Hinges over there. And I painted this lane flat. And the paint just went on like a mirror. So I only had to put 2 coats on, because I won't actually have to go to all that maximum effort of sanding and buffing. So very happy how that turned out, and time to close up the shed and I'll check it out tomorrow. So I absolutely killed this door. It just turned out perfect, so didn't even have to buff it. Paint went on really great. I've only got one hinge on at the moment because I forgot to paint the other one, and I just installed the rear bumper bar. I've only got the top bolts holding in at the moment. It's not a perfect rear bar, but it's pretty good. That's really the only sort of damage it has, but they cost $1,000 to get re-chromed, so that's not very budget. So it's staying like that. And I'm just about to get started on this door. So this one has a bit of damage up the front here, and it had damage along here, even down to here, so it's probably going to need a fair amount of bog just around this area just to get it right. And I think there's like one little ding here, tiny one there, high spot here, so I might try and just get a little bit over the top of that, and the rest looks really good. So that's what I'm starting on now, and get this thing painted, get installed, and work on that stuff. Alright, there we are, all the filler work is done. Originally this door was the one that was going to go on the Blackheat lookout when I was doing it, but I found a straighter door for it, so I ended up not using this door. Obviously I've run out of straight doors now, so I'm using this door. It's actually overall a very good door, it's just that it had a little bit of damage up the front here. It actually had a guard, the front guard actually pushed into it, so it actually bent, it like pulled here out, and I think it pulled here out, so. But overall, this is going to turn out really straight. If I was doing it on a black car, it'd be a little bit harder, because obviously trying to shape that body line that runs through there, it's very faint and very fine, but trying to maintain that through bog feels a bit of a pain. But yeah, the colour it's going, it's not really noticeable at all. I have tried to maintain that line through there, but we'll see how it turns out once I get this primer on. So I ended up just going over this with the speed file, air operated speed file, because I knew that this I wasn't going to get it in one go, so I just smashed a layer of the primer off to put another probably 2 to 3 more coats on, and then I can do the final sand to put the paint on. So the body line that runs up through here, I did have to fill it in a little bit, only because up the top there it went away. So, and I hit bare metal, so I couldn't really keep digging down to try and get it back, sort of thing. So It'll still resemble a dip through there. It's just not going to have the factory sort of line that it normally has, which kind of sucks, but is what it is. And that's it. Overall though, it's straight besides that, and yeah, I'll get this stuff on, and it's very, very extremely hot today, but I'll get this stuff on and I'll just let it dry overnight, do the final sand all the epoxy I put in on the underside, sand everything, and then I'll put the base coat on, and happy days. Here's my little magic trick to make sure I got it straight. Just spraying the wax and grease remover in the spray bottle all over the panel, so you can get a real good look at it to know if you've got it near bang on. And that looks really good, so I'll wipe that down now. Here's the awesome stuff right here. All you need: ultimate high build, one-step polyester primer, surfacer, sealer, literally everything in one. The ultimate. It is quite expensive, doesn't last very long, but considering it dries in 1 to 2 hours after you put it on, which means you can have really fast turnaround times working at home. So I absolutely love this stuff. I'm just going to give it a little quick stir. When you do buy this stuff, it's like half full of, like, you know, the hard sort of high build material, so you've actually got to use a proper mixer to try and yeah, before you can actually use stuff, just to get all the clunky stuff out, mix it around, and yeah. So I'm just going to mix up around maybe 350 mils of this, which should do 2 coats easy on the, because I'm not doing around the door jamb area, I'm literally just still doing the flat surface, just to get 2 coats on, just for a final sand, because this does build up pretty thick. So 2 thick coats, around 350 mil for 1 door. That's what I'm aiming for, and hopefully I'm right. So I just got the final sand done for this door, ready to put the paint on. So everywhere where I touch bare metal, there's a little spot there, kind of a little bit down the end there, a bit down there, and there was a little area there. Every time I do that, I just chuck some etch primer over it. Don't sand it, because that goes on really fine, and then I just put the paint over the top. So I'll go through, cover up all the bits where I just touched bare metal, give it about an hour to dry properly, and then I'm going to come over and get the paint on. Mint. First coat is on. So once again I had it hanging up, did all the underside, then laid it flat on here, and from now on I just pretty much do 2-3 coats, however many I think I need. I probably honestly only need like 2, but I might chuck 3 on for extra care. But it turned out really good, really straight. Still has that body line in there too, down the door, which is kind of hard to tell in a video, but it's there. Excellent. Just put all you need on both of the guards. They didn't need much filler. They are a bit ripply on the top side. Needed a fair amount of filler down here. But overall they're fairly straight. But I just did 2 coats. I'm going to sand it. I'm going to need to put filler in, obviously there. There's one on this side too, so I just did 2 coats. I'll give it a sand, see how it turns out, and then I'll probably do another 2, and hopefully that's all it needs. So I've just sanded these bad boys, put a little bit more filler in some low spots, there. Two little low spots up there. Just the odd few little small areas. And this is going to be the last sand this time. So I'm going to try and do 3 coats if I can, 4 ideally on both of these, and let it dry. It's going to be a hot day today, so it should dry in about 3-4 hours. Give it a sand, and fingers crossed it's perfect, and later this afternoon I can put the chamois top coat on. Well, today I thought stuff it, I may as well do a trifecta. Get the 2 guards done and the front. I just had to do a little bit of filler down the bottom there from like all sorts of dings from the lifetime of this thing, and a little bit above there, and that's it. This front is very mint. Just putting some all you need on, and then it'll just need a final sand like the guards and get the chamois paint on. So I just put the first coat on the guard. The guard turned out like a mirror. I'm going to do this one, then I'll go do the other one, and then might try to do the front and the bonnet tomorrow if I can. Get the whole front end done over the weekend. Well, this is the last little piece of the puzzle here. It's actually a bit of a prick to sand this thing, but I wanted to make sure that the stone tray down the bottom there looks nice and straight. And yeah, it'll look good. Now got both inner guards out. Got both guards fitted. And all the gaps turned out really good. Got Kingswood badges on. All that sort of stuff. It's very straight. Just going to paint the front now. Fit the single headlight radiator support, so I'll take this out. Fit the other one. Alright, I've got the front end on. I just sat it on because it's a little bit wet. Paint went on the front end. Really good. It looks really nice. Even down the bottom here, I like straightened up this whole bottom area so it's mint as well. I painted that aircon heat exchanger thing because it was covered in primer. Engine bay is ugly. I changed the inner guards. I'm gonna have to recondition the brake booster. The 308 will probably oil that up and make it look pretty. And haven't done much with the budget yet. Haven't really bought too much more stuff, but I've got a headlining and everything I've got to put up, and a few little bits here and there. Got door handles, bought them from Kingswood Country. Bought one of these from Kingswood Country. All the locks and stuff for the boot and the doors. I splurged a little bit here. So this rear bumper's in really good shape. Just got a little ding here. But I actually bought a fully brand new rechrome rear bar. So mainly because they rarely come up, and I seen one come up for sale. Fully reconditioned rear bar for Kingswood, not exchange. It was $1,200, a lot of money, but they do cost a bomb to get re-chromed. So I bought one because I kind of at some point want to put steel bars back on that. Don't know when, but I'll probably put the fresh bar on this just to make this thing gleam a little bit more. So, and I'll just leave this bar. I'll put it aside for this car at some point. Like, I know it's got fiberglass bars at the moment, but I got a feeling I'm going to get over them and I want chrome again, so that's for another day. That's that, eh? And I got lots of these blue MCFRY shirts too, so if you want to look this good, get one of these blue MCFRY shirts and you can look this good too. No, I'm only joking. Yeah, so I'll do another video in I don't know, a few more weeks from now once I get a bit more stuff done. But for now, the car's looking like a car now, which is really good. So I'll get this bonnet and that grill thing painted and next week sometime, and then yeah, I'll just start piecing everything back together, start putting the glass in, doing this, doing that, and doing that sort of stuff. So hope you enjoyed the video on the build, and yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on stuff when I'm updated.